Hey guys, thanks for joining in. By the time others are joining in, let's do a quick check about the audio and the screen as well. Please let me know in the chat section if you guys can hear me clearly and also the screen is visible. Perfect. Thank you so much all for joining in. So we have like 15 people who have joined on time, around 16 people actually. Let's respect their time and get started with our session today, that is going to be decoding LinkedIn for various end objective that you may have in your career. It could be, let's say you are a fresher, right, in the first year of your college. You can use LinkedIn for different means. It could be for career guidance, and even it could be to find internship. Second, if you are, let's say, in your third or fourth year, then you can again use it for career guidance as well, and also to find jobs and internship for your future objectives, right? And also, in addition to career, jobs and internship, you can use LinkedIn in terms of creating leads for your business. Let's say if you plan to have your own startup, if you plan to build your brand personally over LinkedIn, everything is achievable via this single platform, that is LinkedIn, that gives you guys enormous opportunities in different fields. The reason it has this much of bandwidth, two specific reasons. One is going to be the user base. 650 million plus users are active on LinkedIn. 30 million plus companies are active on LinkedIn in terms of recruitment, in terms of jobs, internship. If you are a startup looking out for business leads, then you have those users as well. When we talk about the problem statement that we have identified and gonna fix it up for today, is three parts. One, though we have a LinkedIn profile, but we are not able to create job opportunities via that profile. So we're gonna decode some top message templates that will help you in terms of creating job opportunities from LinkedIn. Second is going to be the message templates. Once you are able to create the job opportunities, then how you can actually leverage it with your job oriented messages to the recruiters. Remember, you are not the only one who is sending messages to the recruiters. There are thousands of people with more qualification than you who is looking out for job. So you need job oriented message templates when you are reaching out to them. Not just we gonna target them in the form of message reach out over LinkedIn, we're gonna fetch their contact details. Their contact details in the form of emails, in the form of contact numbers, to have multiple touch points. Let's say recruiter asks you to send an email. You can fetch their email ID from their LinkedIn profile. You can fetch their contact numbers from their LinkedIn profile. Everything we're going to discuss today, right from the start of creating a job opportunities, using message templates to leverage that job opportunities and grab that HR interview call, fetching contact details of HR, CEO of different companies, CTOs, CFOs, to actually simplify and automate everything. Having said that, a quick introduction about me, guys. Myself, Jatin Shrivastava. I have around 5 years of experience in business development and sales across various regions, including India, Middle East, US, Canada, and others. These are the four major skills that I bring to you guys. One, business development. Second, LinkedIn selling. Third, job guidance. And fourth, marketing. Out of these four skills, we're going to use today LinkedIn selling and job guidance as the two major skills will be useful in terms of building your or meeting your end objective. When it comes to a prior experience, we have a good experience of working with a lot of peer of yours. So we have experience of working with IITs, including IIT BHU, IIT Bhilai. We have experience of working with NITs, including NIT Kurukshetra, and some of the state level and national level universities like Thapar, Punjab, and other universities as well. When we talk about the ROI, that is return on investment, so it depends on the type of session we are conducting with these colleges. For example, with NIT Kurukshetra, we discussed on how we can use LinkedIn Premium free of cost to do unlimited searches. With Punjab University Chandigarh, we discussed how to leverage LinkedIn for jobs and internship, the same topic on which we have connected today. If you happen to pass positive feedback after this session, we can discuss on other sessions as well in terms of building resumes, cover letters, and everything about your career is something we have as a solution, and we can discuss in our upcoming sessions as well. Talking about the content section, so content means what all we're gonna cover today. First of all, we're gonna understand why LinkedIn and is LinkedIn for me or not. Second, how to build a LinkedIn profile. There are 690 million plus LinkedIn profile. How to create a job oriented LinkedIn profile that creates jobs. Third, how to use LinkedIn not just for jobs but for internships, for career guidance, for generating lead for your business, for personal branding. Everything will be discussed. Mistakes you must avoid as a fresher, and then some of the automation tools that will help you in terms of building LinkedIn profile automatically, finding email IDs, phone numbers, everything of recruiters will be discussed today. When it comes to the need, right? When we talk about the journey of off campus or even the on campus as well, this is the recent unemployment trend that was covered back in 2020 that says that in India there is around 11.63% unemployment. Now post COVID this has gone up as well, where urban unemployment is around 13.1% and rural unemployment is around 10.96%. Because of these higher statistics, we have seen that 98% of job seekers are getting eliminated in their initial resume screening, and only top 2% of candidates actually make it to the interview. So the intent is how we can make sure that our names is going and marking in that 2% list. How we can bring our name in that 2% list is going to be the intent behind this particular session. Now the first question that arises in our mind, that whether LinkedIn is for me or not. What is LinkedIn? LinkedIn is basically a platform that is born as a social network for professionals and companies. Its main objective is to put people in contact who are looking for work synergies and new professionals or business opportunities. Now what I mean by work synergies? Work synergies could be different for different people. For example, a person that is looking out for job, for him the work synergy is going to be finding job opportunities. A person who has a startup, for him a work synergy could be to generate leads for his business. For different people, LinkedIn has different work synergies parameters that you guys can actually cover up. Now when we talk about the higher end statistics of LinkedIn, 690 million plus user base, 30 million plus companies are active on LinkedIn, 90% of recruiters hire via LinkedIn. Not Naukri, not Glassdoor, not Shine or any other. 90% prefer hiring via LinkedIn because LinkedIn is something we use on a regular basis. LinkedIn is a platform through which you just can't have access to the resume, but you can also have access to the person profile in terms of their activity feed, in terms of the engagement they generally do, in terms of everything. They have an updated knowledge. Rather than on Naukri, they just have your resume. C-level executives, if HR recruiters are not replying to your messages, then you can actually reach out to the CEO and CTO of those companies, sharing your resumes and what sort of message template you should be using is something we're gonna discuss today. Next slide talks about LinkedIn applications. LinkedIn application is classified into three major buckets. One is related to career, second is related to personal assistance, and third is related to social selling. Now when we talk about career, for career you can use it in terms of applying for a job. Now feel free to take a screenshot of this particular message template. This template yields around 98% conversion when we are reaching out to the recruiter with this template. Now that format of template is very much simple. First of all, you need to tell them why you are texting them. The reason I'm texting you, you have uploaded a job description which matches my skill set. Now before coming on to what I can give to you, let me tell you what I know about you. So I know about your company, I know about what sort of services you provide, and basis on the job description that you have highlighted, here are my core skills. So these are the core skills that your job need, and all of them I have, and here is a quick glimpse. And the recruiter responded sharing their email ID where I can actually forward my resume and other details. So if you want to create that need, if you want to create that recruiter should respond to you, you have to use job oriented message template. That should not be a simple message that here is my resume, please go ahead and have a look at it. You have to make sure that you are using a message template like this where you initially talk about them and then come to you, and instead of saying that I think I am eligible, instead of pick those skills that are required in that job and highlight your experience. Second is going to be job referrals. In big companies like Microsoft, Google, Urban Company and others, these guys does not generally entertain job application coming directly via their career portal. They generally evaluate those candidates who are coming via employee referral, right? So use LinkedIn to connect with the employees working with those companies for employee referrals as well. Third is in-mail jobs. Once you have a job optimized LinkedIn profile, then you can expect that recruiters will start reaching out to you. So instead of you reaching out to the recruiters, recruiters will start reaching out to you. How exactly you can do this is something we will be discussing today. Next, career guidance. Instead of taking career guidance from your uncle, aunties, or even from your parents, if they do not have a domain knowledge, use LinkedIn to connect with the senior professionals and ask your career related doubts. Personal assistance. If you are planning to build your own startup and for some topic you need help of some experts, use LinkedIn for some free consultation. So instead of paying 3,000, 5,000 rupees to a consultant to simply solve your career related doubts, use LinkedIn and get free consultation. Social selling. If you plan to generate leads via LinkedIn, then social selling, you can use the principle of social selling to generate leads via LinkedIn as well. Having said that, there are enormous applications of LinkedIn in the form of jobs internship, in the form of career guidance, building a personal brand, and even generating lead. For this particular session, respecting the time of everyone, we're gonna focus on jobs and internships. But definitely, if you guys provide a positive feedback after the session, we're gonna organize more sessions in terms of building personal branding, generating leads, career guidance, everything we're gonna cover step by step. Now when we talk about creating a job oriented LinkedIn profile, then these are the various elements that are very much required when you are building a LinkedIn profile. For example, your profile and background photo, your headline, industry and location, LinkedIn about and featured section, professional experience, education and skills, recommendation and certificates. But this is very theoretical. If someone says you that you know what, you want these elements to build a profile, you may think of that person as like, man, I already know that. Help me to understand how exactly I can build it. So that is something we're gonna cover now in the form of practical, that how exactly you guys can actually build a LinkedIn profile. So if you want to build a highly job oriented LinkedIn profile, then you guys need two things. One, a profile of a person that has a perfect LinkedIn profile. Those perfect LinkedIn profile you can simply get of influencers profile. For example, as I am from sales, right? So what I did, I went into Google and type here, Google help me with sales influencers that are on LinkedIn. So Google provided me with the list. All I have to do is to review their profile, understand the various key terms they have used in their profile and various elements and how exactly they have leveraged it. Everything I have the knowledge, and accordingly now I'm gonna build my own profile. How exactly we can build it is something I will show you as well by building it practically. Second is going to be a job description. Job description, why? Because end of the day you want to show recruiters that you have the knowledge about the job for which you are applying for. You have all the skill set which the job needed. So you have to optimize your profile with respect to a job description as well. Just for the demo purpose, I'm gonna take help of job description, let's say a placement officer, so that the terms we're gonna use should be simple and is something that everyone should be able to connect, right? Two things you needed. One is an influencer profile, second is a job description. So now let's start towards building a LinkedIn profile. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to add them in the chat section. We're gonna take them during the session itself. Now in order to build a LinkedIn profile, first of all open a Word file, go back to that LinkedIn profile of influencer and understand the various elements of a LinkedIn profile and how exactly you guys can use those elements. First element is going to be the cover photo. Now cover photo is something that speaks about you. This person is a sales influencer, clearly mentioned that I am a sales influencer to follow. On the similar line, what you have to do, simply go to canva.com, type here LinkedIn banner, and you will get some free LinkedIn banners where you can pick the banner that matches best to your skill set, edit the details, download the banner and upload it on the cover photo. Again, the banner should speak about you. Who are you is something you should answer here in the banner. Now that answer should not be like I am a best person on the earth, right? It should be something that highlight your skill set, right? Everything you're gonna do on LinkedIn, right from creating post, right from engaging with someone content, right from updating anything on your profile, should be a skill set, should be a keyword. Sales is a keyword for sales influencers. Second is your professional photo. Professional photo means a photo with a front facing camera. So make sure you have a front facing camera photo over LinkedIn. Third element is the headline. Headline is very much important. Headline showcase. Headline helps you to have a good reach in terms of LinkedIn searches, right? So headline, if you understand Colleen's headline, it is pretty much simple. Here LinkedIn, I am a sales influencer, I am a sales strategist, I have a best selling author as well. So she has tried to incorporate the keywords related to sales here: sales influencer, sales strategist. Now what our end objective is to optimize our profile with respect to placement officer. First step we have to do is to incorporate keywords in our headline. So the keywords are going to be placement officer. We're gonna copy that keyword and paste it in the Word file. That now I will be building headlines. So for headline, first keyword I'm gonna use is going to be the placement officer. Second keyword that you can use is by browsing down the different job titles and understand what other keywords I can actually bring into play. So this is also an important keyword, student placement officer, because end of the day the placement officer is responsible in terms of placing students for various jobs. So we're gonna use student placement officer here. What all keywords we can use is something we can actually drill down here to understand the other synonyms. So synonyms in terms of job titles, these job titles will help you that what sort of title you should be having in your LinkedIn profile, because end of the day recruiters are the ones who have posted this job and you can actually optimize your profile accordingly. We can write placement here, and there also we can actually understand the various keywords we can write in our headline. It could be a placement coordinator as well. So we're gonna write here placement coordinator. What else can we use? Let's click on placement coordinator to understand what other uh, title the people have used. Placement assistance program. No, that is not a relevant title. Let's understand the other titles as well. So these are the best titles we were able to find. Let's type placement officer again, or let's try with another quick search to understand if we have other titles as well. No. So let's be handy with those two titles. We're gonna use these two titles in our LinkedIn headline, because these are the two titles which recruiter have used while posting a job over LinkedIn. Now if my profile speaks everything about this title, my work in terms of finding a job would be very much easy. Let's try another one. Placement student placement officer we already covered. Placement officer we have already covered. So the first thing has been covered up. With respect to having a perfect LinkedIn headline, we're gonna use student placement officer, placement coordinator, or helping students in getting placed. So these are the three headlines we're gonna use in our LinkedIn headline. We're gonna copy it and we're gonna paste it in our LinkedIn profile. We're gonna go ahead and open our LinkedIn profile. Gonna go to view profile and then we're gonna paste it here in the profile section itself. View profile, and here we go. So if you go to LinkedIn headline, this is where you can actually go ahead and paste your LinkedIn headline. Simply copy from Word file and paste it here. So I'm not gonna edit it for now because my profile is not for placement officer rather than for a business development role. Second thing that is important, let's understand, is going to be the location. Location should be something where the end companies are. If you are in Chandigarh, and if you think that the IT companies are majorly in Gurgaon, in Bangalore and in Hyderabad, you can actually change your location to Gurgaon, Bangalore, Hyderabad, the current location as well. It will help you in terms of creating job opportunities, because sometimes recruiters prefer local talent rather than to hire someone from a far place. So if you are willing to relocate, then you can change your location as well to a location where the end companies are. Then we have is LinkedIn about. People generally get confused that what I should be writing in my LinkedIn about. I'm just a fresher, right? Or maybe I'm just in my second year. What should I be writing in my LinkedIn about? Pretty much straightforward. Just go to the job description, understand what skill set job required, and is something you have to copy and paste in your LinkedIn about. So if you see here, this particular job require these many responsibilities. You copy the responsibilities and go to the Word file and paste those responsibilities here. Now what we're gonna do is to build our LinkedIn about. So we're gonna write here LinkedIn about and paste it here. Now what we have to do is to understand that if I'm gonna apply for the role of placement officer with this particular company, that is Skill LYNC, then I have to fulfill these many responsibilities. Let's understand what exactly they need. So they need that you have to identify, you have to manage and grow a portfolio of strategic partners with the goal of providing talent supply and training or skilling partnership. So basically your skill set should be towards data management. Your skill set towards a lead generation is something that will help this company. For example, during your college you work as a placement coordinator, so these skill set will come really handy. So you can actually mention that while working as placement coordinator with let's say Delhi University, simply write Delhi University. While working as placement coordinator with Delhi University, I was responsible to generate leads for my organization, manage those leads and develop strategic partnership to recruit from our campus. Easy peasy. All you have to do, whatever you have done similar during your profile, maybe if you are fourth year, you done something similar during your internship, you worked as a placement coordinator and event organizer with your current college. All of that is something you need to write in your LinkedIn about basis on that job responsibility. I'm taking help of placement officer role so that you guys can easily connect with the roles and responsibilities. In your case, the job role could be different. It could be a data scientist, it could be a sales, it could be MBA, or any other role for which you are applying for. The principle will remain the same, the keywords will get changed. Second job requirement they have is you have to create and obtain job opportunities by working closely with industry partners and map candidates enrolled in skill link programs to the requirement. Now understand what sort of skill set do they need. They need you to have a skill set through which you should know how to communicate with different people. You should know how to interact with different people. You should have some good communication skills because you will be working closely with the industry partners, and you have to map candidates as well. Accordingly, when you will be writing your LinkedIn about, you have to mention those skill set, that I have a good communication skill as I was working closely with Google, Microsoft and other companies recruitment team to map candidates with respect to their requirements, right? Now what you have to do, once you have basically written a text like this with respect to each and every responsibility that these guys have listed, you have to copy it and go to your LinkedIn about and paste it. For example, if I show you my LinkedIn about, it's all about a job description. So I have done the similar study. I picked a job description with respect to sales, and each and every responsibility that they had mentioned, I have mentioned everything in my LinkedIn about, so that when a recruiter review my profile for a sales role, he or she should be able to understand what I'm capable to do, and they should give me a call with respect to an HR interview round. Idea is simple. Everything you have to write in your LinkedIn profile should be job optimized. What I mean by job optimized is copy the requirement and write what you know about this responsibility. That covers the LinkedIn about. Next we have is LinkedIn featured, where you can actually go ahead and upload your video resume, or maybe you can upload your resume or let's say something you did in your college, let's say a project. Anything you think is worth highlighting is something you can upload in the featured section. Then you have his experience. You worked as a intern, you worked as a event coordinator, placement coordinator, anything you did extra to your academics, something you can mention in the experience section. Then your education, then your skill set. Again, this skill set should be that is a demand in the industry, right? Demand is you have to have a good communication skill. You have to have a good management skill. You should have a good lead generation skills. So all of that you have to mention here in the LinkedIn skill section. Recommendation is something you can ask to your fellow friends or even your professors to give you recommendation. That actually completes the LinkedIn profile optimization. Trust me guys, if you followed this framework, this is something you can expect. First example is going towards creating job opportunities. Recruiters will automatically start sending you messages that you know what, you have a well optimized profile and you should take a look at this job description. Recruiters will start reaching out to you with their job requirement once you have an optimized profile. So make sure you are optimizing your profile based on the framework that we have discussed today. Then we have another slide that talks about how to use LinkedIn. So using LinkedIn is pretty much straightforward. All you have to do is to first of all grow your network. Once you have an optimized profile, you have to grow your relevant network. Instead of targeting 10,000 people in a week, in a month, target 100 people, but those should be relevant to your profile. Then we have is job search hacks. Create content to engage people and then follow influencers and other things as well. Then we have is towards adding relevant connections on LinkedIn. So these are the various hacks that you can actually follow in terms of building relevant connections. How exactly you can do that? Let me show you in the form of a practical analysis again. Building relevant connections is pretty much straightforward. All you have to do is to go ahead and type, let's say, HR, and you would be able to get all the HR people to whom you can connect. But the time is limited, right? You cannot blindly connect with any XYZ people just for the sake of it. You have to be connected with those people who have some interest, who should be able to hire you for that role as well. How exactly you can find those people? So all you have to do is to go to LinkedIn search and hit enter. Leave it blank and hit enter. Then click on people. Then go to all filters. Pick second degree connection. First degree are the ones who are already connected with you. Second degree are the ones that are the shared connections and the relevant people to connect. Then we have his location. We can pick India. Then we have is the company of interest. Let's say I want to build my career with Google, Microsoft, Accenture and TCS or in Amazon. I'm gonna pick those company. If the company is not listed here, I can simply click add company and find that company as well. Then we have his important section, that is title. This is where you need to write some important keywords. Let's say hiring. Then you can use a keyword or. Then you can write here talent. Then you can use another keyword and write HR. So these are three important keywords you have to use and hit results. Once you do this, the people that are working as an HR, working as a talent acquisition or talent guide, working or hiring someone will start appearing in the LinkedIn search. Next step, you have to go ahead and connect with these people. Further, you can narrow down your search to someone who is actually hiring by just leaving one keyword, that is hiring, in the LinkedIn title, and all the people who have listed in the title that they are hiring will start appearing in the LinkedIn search and will help you to connect with these people because they're already hiring. Will save a lot of time of yours because they're gonna reply to your messages as well. Make sure you're using the message templates that I have shared with you guys. This is one way of connecting with people. Second way, and the best way that I generally prefer in terms of connecting with people, is going to be write titles here. For example, I want to connect with people who are hiring for data science. I'm gonna write here hiring for data science. So once I do this, all the people who have listed in their title that they are hiring for data science will start appearing in front of me. Here you can see data science hiring, data engineering hiring for data science, hiring for data science. So what I did in the very first step, I optimized my profile for a data scientist role via LinkedIn. Second, I find out those people who are hiring for data science and I started connected with these people. That will actually resolve for 90% of my work because I have an optimized profile. I know the people who are hiring. It will be really easy for me to actually connect with these people and to get a job. Not just for a job, you can actually find it for an internship. Hiring for data science, let's say intern. You can use the keyword intern and eventually the people who are hiring for data science intern will start appearing in the LinkedIn search. So all you have to do is to connect with these people. These people already on a hiring mode, recruiter and data science intern, will resolve for your work. Another way you can connect with people is by using hashtags. Hashtag is very impactful. For example, I want to connect with people who have used in their LinkedIn post, let's say hashtag, and they have used jobs as a LinkedIn post. Whosoever have posted something related to data science and jobs will start appearing in my LinkedIn search. I even need not to be connected with that people in order to find them on LinkedIn with the power of hashtags. So these are the very best ways in order to build relevant connections. Now how essentially it will help you, because you have a relevant connection over LinkedIn, whenever they share a job opening, you can actually find that job opening in the home page itself because you have already connected with the concerned persons. Because you have connected with the experts out there, whenever they share something related to jobs, related to some hacks, for example, this person has shared on how you can find email IDs of people via LinkedIn. So that is super helpful for a person like me who help job seekers in finding email IDs of recruiters, right? How to find contact details. This person has shared everything on in his video, right? So you can actually use LinkedIn not just for jobs, internship, to uplift yourself as well. Now before I jump on this slide and discuss about the automation tools in terms of profile optimization, email IDs of HR professionals, even resume and cover letters, please let me know in the chat section if you guys have any questions. So Raksha, this is something we can cover in the next session in terms of cover letters and resumes. What you can expect in this session is I'm gonna share a video with you all where you can actually find some best templates in terms of building cover letters. So that is something I will cover up. Another thing, if you want to learn more about how to build cover letters and all, actually I have a workshop, a free workshop on my website. Let me share that link with you guys as well, where you guys can actually understand on how to do everything right from career guidance to building a profile to doing social selling, ATS resume, cover letter, how to build that, how to learn about cracking HR interview round. Everything has been covered in this workshop. You can simply sign up for that, or what we can do is next weekend we can organize a session where we can specifically talk about resumes, cover letter and formal emails. So if you guys do not have any questions, let's jump on to another vertical, that is with respect to sharing freebies. So I'm gonna share one of the freebie in this particular session. Remaining, what I'm gonna do is to share a quick video with you all in the relevant groups and in the description section as well, where you can find everything in the form of a freebies in terms of email IDs, HR professional, resume, cover letter templates, formal email writing templates and everything around it. So what I'm targeting, by the time I'm showcasing you that tool, how to build LinkedIn profile automatically, please like this video right now and subscribe to the channel as well. If you can do that, will certainly help me in terms of a booster, and I will keep on bringing free initiatives for you guys to help you meet your career objective. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel as well. Let's jump on to that tool. So this is going to be the tool that we're gonna use in terms of resume building, that is resume worded, that actually helps in terms of building LinkedIn profile, a job oriented one. So once you have built a LinkedIn profile, you may want to have a look at with the help of a tool that can actually give a score to your LinkedIn profile. That score will help you identify whether you have optimized your profile correctly or not. If there are some improvement factor, then what are those improvement factor that we can actually use in terms of further enhancing my profile. All of that this tool can actually help you cover up. Yep, sure, Yashita, I will cover that question of how to write a experience section in the as a fresher in a short while. Then we have is resume worded. So all you have to do if you want to use this tool is to open a LinkedIn profile. So let's open a LinkedIn profile of the influencer which we have picked initially, Colin Francis. all you have to do is to visit your profile, click on more option, and then save to PDF. Not only you can review your own profile, you can review someone else's profile as well by simply downloading it in the form of PDF. Once you have downloaded it, go to LinkedIn review. You can actually review your resume as well here, free of cost. Click on upload option, and then you can go to downloads and then upload that profile here. Once you do this, its algorithm will run in the backend that will essentially help you guys to figure out what sort of score you have in terms of your LinkedIn profile and what exactly you can do in order to build even a more stronger LinkedIn profile. Yep, so now the score has been done, the evaluation has been done. Here you can understand we have an overall score of 77 in terms of the LinkedIn profile ranking. The work experience we have to fix because some of your work needs improvement. This particular person, because she is a influencer, right? She does not want job, so that's why she hasn't optimized her profile with respect to a job description. But your profile is going to be job oriented because you already know how to do it. Other factors include is going to be the experience is a 6 score. What exactly is the reason, you can understand here. Everything, right? Think of building a profile from scratch and then uploading it over this tool will help you identify what exactly is going wrong in your profile and how exactly you can build it further. Everything around it will be discussed with this particular tool. Sure, Mohammed, please ping your profile. We'd love to, review it in front of everyone. Now to answer Yashita's question as well, what can a fresher write in the experience section? So experience section, Yashita, there are several things you can write, right? One is going towards your internship experience. If you are a fresher, let's say in the third or fourth year, you did some internship during your second or third year, all of that you can list up here in the experience section. While studying, you may have done some projects, you may have done, let's say, worked as a placement coordinator or maybe as an event coordinator. Anything you have done apart from your academics is something you can list up here in the experience section. So Mohammed, please ping your profile if you want to get it reviewed right now. So by the time anyone who would like to get their profile reviewed, please feel free to ping them in the chat section. Would be very much happy to pick that up as well. Now another thing that I thought of highlighting is going to be this particular problem statement. Not getting HR interview call, not getting inbound job offer is something we've already covered. Resumes not getting shortlisted, cover letters, formal emails not able to build up, message templates, email IDs and phone number. If you guys can resonate with these problem statements as well, then either you guys can sign up to the workshop that I've already provided the link in the chat section, or what you can do is to share some positive feedback with me over the WhatsApp group, over email or any other medium, and we can actually organize more sessions in terms of resume and cover letters as well. That actually completes the session for now. So we look forward to a positive feedback. Please like this video right now and comment down in the video itself if you want more sessions in terms of resumes, cover letter. I will certainly share the links with you guys for the next weekend session that we are doing in terms of resume and cover letters as well. So thank you so much guys, we are good to conclude. If you guys still have any questions, please feel free to add them in the chat section, or later on you can add them in the comment section as well.